How many of you are familiar with Hoshin Kanri or policy deployment? Everyone? Norbert? No?
No.
Jean-Luc? No? Did you ever see this kind of matrix, which is it's like like that? It's called the X matrix, and you start here with the long-term strategic threat you have to go for, the breakthroughs you have to achieve in 5 years maybe. Then you have here, well, what are we doing in the next 12 months? Then you go down to, well, what are the detailed actions we have to take in order to achieve this? And finally, I can't remember the fourth dimension.
You never get there anyway.
But you have the resources as well. And each interconnection here, you have this, as you used, you have the correlation between, well, this strategic, long-term strategic threat is strongly correlated to what we are going to do this year, and this action is strongly related to that, and then you give some more precise action and you define your resources. So this is the X matrix of the Hoshin Kanri, also called policy deployment. And it's a nice tool. It's a bit cumbersome. And the problem with, for what I know, is when you try to understand what are the breakthroughs you are going to put in, it's mainly based on what people believe, on some brainstorming, and chances are you end up with many nice to haves.
And also often it's done by the steering committee, and everybody has to have something critical. So everybody's got to have their line. So the human resources is going to have their line, and the supply chain is going to have its line. So
everybody has.
You've got at least as many lines as there are members of the steering committee.
Everybody has to have a hand on the tiller.
Absolutely. And then you're going to have to add some roots and some real stuff. Yeah. So that's going to add number 5. And so you've got sort of 20 things going on there.
And then, and in the final analysis, a lot of the people who are establishing this are not exactly in touch with reality in their own areas. So, but that's a whole different story. We're not going there today.
Also, in this case, also in second or third level, where it's coming to projects for this year or for, then I understand that it is what I can do. I can realize this project, which probably nobody, and then I put a point that it is support strategic target number 5 and number 25. Okay, and I realize this project. Which is not connected to the logic. It is. I don't like this tool because it's just fake tool. You know, it's to show that we have a high activity of something, but it's not focused at all. Yeah?
And that's why, for instance, in this pharma industry I spoke at the first place, they probably ended up with a 20 or 25 strategic threats, because everybody wants to be part of the show and everybody wants to be important. Okay, and what made me, one of the reasons I fell in love with the goal tree, it's a very powerful tool to filter out all the nice to haves. Because if it does not make any sense to your goal, if it's not logical, it has no place in the goal tree. Right. So my conclusion was, if you start with the goal tree, it's very easy to feed a Hoshin Kanri. And Hoshin Kanri can provide the next step of the goal tree, because it's a structured way to have an action plan. And also, if people are already confident or like the Hoshin Kanri, you just say, okay, we keep it. I just propose you to refine the inputs of the Hoshin Kanri. Okay, this, for the moment, I never had opportunity to try it. It was just my own thinking about, but I never had the opportunity until now to test it. Okay, so still I have to have the field test.
But you have it ready and waiting in the wings when the opportunity presents.
Absolutely.
That's good.
But you are using it, in fact, your goal tree, in fact, will be on one line?
Yeah, this was a long arrow. So here we can understand what are the breakthroughs we have to achieve in order to achieve this critical success factor. So this breakthrough, I don't know where exactly it is, but this breakthrough has to have a line into the long-term or the medium-term breakthroughs to achieve. Voila.
Voila, indeed.
So you need a break probably.